Do you know this feeling? You've been working all day, accelerating at your work. Maybe you've been even sitting quite late and catching up on some stuff, and you feel pretty tired. So when you go to bed, you're like, I should fall asleep like a stone, but somehow it doesn't happen. You lay awake, your mind is still racing, maybe because you overthink what you've done that day, or you're already thinking about what you will have to do tomorrow. Suddenly it's 1 a.m. Even though you're so tired, your body just won't fall asleep. I'm gonna explain to you very shortly what is happening in your nervous system underneath that feeling. Our nervous system has 2 states. A gas pedal and a brake, an activation system and a deactivation system, which we call the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the rest and digest system, and the sympathetic nervous system branch, which is the fight or flight. But in the end, it's an activating system, not only responsible for fighting or flighting, but actually responsible for mobilizing all the energy we need to do our life well. When you've asked your body and your biology and your nervous system all day long to be active, to produce, to react to stressors, and if you, as we often do that until very late or for a very prolonged amount of time. So the ambitious high functioners that are watching this, you might know this. Sometimes you keep on functioning for a couple of months at a time. And that's mostly when chronic sleep problems start to appear, because your system and your biology gets so wired on functioning and activation that it doesn't manage anymore to actually shift into a deactivation state. And that is the state that is responsible for regeneration, rest, and of course also sleep. So there is nothing fundamentally wrong with you. You just need to support your nervous system in, again, building the capacity to switch healthily between activation and deactivation. Today, I'm going to show you 3 very simple exercises that you can do either when you stop working or before you go to sleep to actually teach your nervous system that it is okay and that it is safe to switch from mobilizing energy, from producing, from being active, into a healthy state of rest and relaxation. Let's dive into the 3 very simple but very powerful exercises. Number 1 is orienting, and it's pretty simple. You just take a moment to look around the room or your surrounding. You're not looking for anything, you're just perceiving. And that is something that most of us haven't done in ages, because we're constantly on our phones, we're constantly doing something, or we're even doing 3 things at the same time. And our nervous system, for it to feel safe, it needs information. So by simply taking a moment, a couple of seconds to actively look around and perceive, is sending powerful signals and informations to your brain that it is actually safe. Exercise number 2 is a breathing exercise, and it's called the Physiological Sigh. There has been a study conducted in Stanford in 2023 that actually found that just practicing this breathing exercise for 5 minutes a day can improve your mood and was even more effective than mindfulness practices. Let's do some rounds together. It's basically 2 short inhales and a long exhale out. And with the exhale, you can really imagine that release of energy. And the only thing that's important, that the exhale is longer than the inhales. Let's do 1 more round. Simple, but very effective. Use it For example, when you stop working, when you switch off, or right before going to bed. And here is exercise number 3, which is self-soothing touch. It might feel a bit weird at the beginning because that is also something that we have, unfortunately, as humans, unlearned to do. It is giving ourselves a soothing hug or touch. You can find a place on your body that you want to connect to that feels comfortable. For many of us, it's the chest and the belly, or it can be just the arms. And really just take a moment to map your body, to connect to your body through touch. Also incredibly simple and incredibly powerful, because that is also signaling to your nervous system and to your body that you're safe. This containing hug is sending the signals to your nervous system and to your body that it is okay, that you're proud of it, and that it is allowed to actually switch off, relax, and fall asleep. I hope you found those 3 exercises helpful. Just try them out next week, either separately or in the sequence together, and let me know in the comments how it went. If you want to learn more about how to care for your nervous system, how to deal with chronic stress and prevent burnout, you're more than welcome to follow this channel. I will share much more on this topic and much more somatic practices, as well as guided hypnosis and meditations. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next one.